But after me,
Too late. I got something
what you
interesting.
Okay.
No
Call me back.
way.
What happened?
what?
Another ultra.
Look, let me be honest with you. The loot in Rebirth Island sucks this season. And yet, my friend Yeet and I still found over 100 ultras here. And part of the reason is because we grinded like maniacs and hit the tops. Well, I got 7th, he got 12th in the first 3 days of the season. We put in over 40 hours. You can see the proof in our live streams on the channel. But what we found is that you can actually find some great loot. You can find mythics and you can find ultras on this map if you just look here. All right, in this map you can see these areas here that are covered in it looks like a gold color, and then there's also this red color here. You can see the red over here as well as the gold over here, and of course you have the red kind of high tier loot zone in the center at prison. And so, yes, the majority of all our ultras have come from the prison area in here. And if you have a choice, if you have the ability to get into prison and loot it, that's going to be where they all come from. And in this video, my friend Yi and I are going to walk you through exactly how you loot this area so that you too can walk out with ultras and be able to afford the ultra gear and the ultra weapons, especially those repair costs that are insanely high this season when, let's be honest, the loot is really bad. Without building 21, we are suffering. So you gotta know how to loot Rebirth and find those ultras and those mythics on this map.
Got this weapons container here.
What is it called?
I forget.
What's this thing called? I don't see a name on it.
Ballistic launchers?
Ballistic
Ballistic.
launchers.
Roger. Ballistic
Okay,
launcher.
then we have this manhole cover. We come in here, we have a special black container, a computer. Over here we have a server rack, a hacker terminal. Then going across we have a metal briefcase as well as an Amazon delivery box. Over here we have an ammo crate. We have a weapons container. Then coming over here, we have a weapons container, an Amazon box, a purse, and 2 lockers, which I skip, as well as this scoot case, which I skip. However, they might have good loot. In here, we can see sometimes loot spawns in certain cells. I might not have a container like a pillowcase or a book. We'll show you a book very soon, but they will sometimes have various items. We're coming around.
There's another pillow in here.
Yep. Coming around, we have a special briefcase. Special black box, I'm sorry. And over here we have another special black box as well as a book. This is what books like. And then they also have a spot for a hammer inside. It's a neat little animation. And we have some more pillows in this area, as well as if we go down this hall, we'll have pillows and books in here, in various locations. In this area, we have the safe, as well as we have an item drop from a elite hostile. These can drop various blueprints. And this is a hop up to get to the 2nd floor very easily. Right, if I can get up there.
Seems like you're struggling.
I am. Alright, we have a hacker terminal right here.
Door is open. Get moving.
We have a special briefcase. We go across the hall, there's nothing. But in here, there's another special briefcase. Then over here, sometimes we have a safe that spawns. as well as the interrogation room.
They're desperate. Nuclear detonation.
Then in here,
Minus
we have a
30
special
seconds.
briefcase as well in this interrogation room area.
Oh, I guess this is like the window into the interrogation room,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah,
blacked out. Mm.
Wait. Then we have a box here, as well as a locker. I skipped the locker. Then coming over here, we have a special black box.
All units, brace for detonation. 5, 4,
Over here we have the briefcase.
1.
Then over here we have a safe.
Ah, can't see.
First radiation.
Right, over here we have a special briefcase.
Measures and extract immediately.
And that should, actually we have this room over here with the safe in it. We have a computer room, and then a hacker terminal as well as a box. And in here we have the archives room with 2 safes inside of it.
Radiation area is spreading. Evacuate now.
We're gonna go downstairs to the basement. In the basement we have one metal briefcase. I'm sorry, black box. As well as a weapons container right here. As well as some items on the shelves that are not worthwhile as of yet. Then we're going to end second floor by coming over here. We have a weapons container. Over here we have a fridge. Then our second fridge. And then our third fridge is over here. Then we have a weapons container right here, as well as a special black box. Coming up the stairs, we'll usually have coming up the stairs, we'll usually have another Atlas Corp operator here, a shield operator. In this room to the side, we have a computer, a special metal briefcase, as well as a server rack and a toolbox. In the room next to it, we have a metal box. Over in this room, we have a weapons container, an ammo box, metal briefcase, a duffel bag behind you, as well as a purse, another duffel bag, and a first aid kit where you can get some armor from, as well as a locker behind you. Over here, we have a purse. Over here, we have a purse. We have some loot right on the ground. We have a toolbox and another toolbox from across from it. And here we have a hacker terminal. Dropping down. And can you just call Nikito? Nikto?
Airspace
On it.
temporarily safe.
Over
Extraction
here,
helicopter
we have a
dispatched.
weapons container
Assemble on the
on the
roof.
outside. We have a Amazon box. We have a ballistics. We have a ballistics launcher.
Makarov's contingency. Abort extraction.
And in this one, we have a duffel bag. And that would conclude this area aside from a dumpster, which
Number of enemies
honestly has dumpster style loot. Coming up the stairs. We have a manhole cover.
The extraction point is about to close. Get ready. Enter the radiation area.
And here we have another manhole cover, as well as another ballistics launcher. And that would end the outside areas, aside from Mom, Grandma's house, and the control area. We're gonna go up the stairs, but before we do that, we have a weapons container right here. We come out here, we have a safe. We don't hit that, otherwise Nikto can launch a airstrike at us. I mean, there's nothing up here but the safes. Oh yeah, we can.
Radiological
Nikto.
hazards are rising.
Alright, up here we have Nikto.
No, no.
Extraction point
I got you. Nicto's a fiend. There you go.
It's like you just did in front of you. And we have Nikto himself. Are we killing him?
Yeah, unless he kills us.
Okay, okay. As you can see, we all hit him, so we get part of the rewards. And coming across, we have our final safe right here. And then going to the final outside area, we come out here. This is a manhole cover. In this room here, we have very little down here, but on the second floor, you have some juicy items. We have a weapons container, we have a metal briefcase, a suitcase, a toolbox right there. We have a trash can in the bathrooms, a computer and an Amazon box, and that pretty much ends here aside from a file cabinet and a toolbox. These other two houses are very sparsely manned, but in here we have the last good item, or the last two good items, a hacker terminal, as well as a computer right here. Then behind us is an Amazon box and another duffel bag. Over here we have only one floor. We have a ammo crate, and then the locker, and there should be nothing in here, but occasionally there are items that spawn on the shelves and around. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talks. Have a good one for the rest of your day.
Round of applause. Standing ovation. Encore.
Another one. What's up, guys? It's your boy Yeet. I'm coming back at you guys with a new Rebirth Island loot guide. This is exactly like the Building 21 loot guide. So you can come back to this point in the video. You can take a screenshot. This will be your quick guide to looting every single item, what's worth it and what's not worth it. Now, I will say in Rebirth Island, they've done recalibration of all the loot. You might even find mythics or ultras in this bottom tier. I definitely have heard people finding crystal skulls or mythics in the trash can right there. I don't know if it's true, but I've definitely seen mythics in there. So hopefully you guys won't have to stoop down that low, but if you do, they might just be worth it this time around. Starting in the S tier, we have a chance for an ultra item. We have a high chance for an ultra item. In the A tiers, we might find ultras, but we're usually going to find mythics if we're lucky, and then legendaries. In the B tier, we're going to find purples, legendaries, and occasionally mythics if we're super lucky. And in the C tier, we're very unlikely to even find a mythic. However, they could spawn with a new update. These would be the delivery boxes, the ammo crates, and the lockers. In B tier, we have computers. I also want to take a note, the computer items in S tier, which would be the server towers as well as the hacker terminals, don't really have a chance for an ultra. That's because it's not possible yet. We don't have an ultra hard drive yet, but they do have a higher chance of mythic items, so I did put them in that S tier because they are worth looking at your first pass around. In the A tier, we have purses, weapon containers. We have two different colors. We have orange and we have green. We have ballistics terminals, which are brand new. We have manhole covers. We have pillows and books. These two items are also new. We also have a hidden drawer. However, there's only one of them within the prison cell. And obviously in S tier, we have both our types of safes, all of them, the large one, the medium, and the small. They all are pretty equal in what they give. We have briefcases and special metal containers or special black boxes. They have like a metal trim. Those are super great. I do want to talk about Nikto as much as I want to put Nikto in the S tier. And he kind of is, because he drops a specific item that can only be gotten from Nikto, which is the Ultra Blueprints. You can maybe get those from Elite Hostiles and Bosses, but I haven't seen them yet. Now, his loot otherwise, if we're not including those items, we can really put him in the A tier, maybe S tier, with the hacker terminals and the server towers as kind of like a freebie. I have seen a lot of times where he just drops legendary items. So there are some caveats with Nikto, as well as the elite hostile and bosses. They should be in their own category because you can get weapon blueprints, which are huge with the crafting update. Now, if you guys thought anything should be placed differently, or if you have any questions or conundrums, or if you just have a comment on this, go ahead and feel free to post that in the comment section, and we'll be able to reach out to you. Maybe we'll do another loot guide with your advice taken. There are also a couple of different loot items that aren't on this list that Santos and I didn't mention because they're not in prison, like the Smurgle Key. However, if you want to come see the Smurgle Key, I'm going to have a video on that very soon. Hopefully it'll be linked. Maybe you guys can find this Ultra Smurgle Key, but it does have a high chance to drop a mythic item. You just have to know how to do it properly. And with that, thank you for your time. Again, if you think anything should be different on this list, let us know in the comments. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.